My name is Phoebe Cross. I use he, they pronouns, and I am 15.
I'm Paul Cross. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm Phoebe's dad.
I'm Molly Cross. I use she, her pronouns.
I've always been, very, very big into advocacy stuff. Whenever there is any sort of movement or march going on within Bozeman, I try to be there as often as I can. It's something that I get a lot of joy from, feeling as though I am doing something and making active change, which can be very hard when you're a student. It can feel like there's not much you can do. And so advocacy, just like this, is something that I really feel can make a meaningful impact on the world and something I can do easily.
It feels to me like it feels like government overreach, that they're essentially telling us what is best for our family. And I just don't think that they are either experts in this field or that they're experts in our family. And so I feel like that choice is best made by us and other families.
For our family, a couple of years ago was a really dark time, and Phoebe was struggling and not doing well, and Paul and I were honestly scared. And it is just life-changing to see how Phoebe is able to be in the world and be more comfortable in their own skin with how they appear to others, but even more importantly, how they feel inside. And Phoebe's access to gender-affirming care has been a huge part of that improvement. And so, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't know what the future will bring for Phoebe, whether this bill goes into effect or not. But I know I'm not willing to take risks with Phoebe's mental health. And as long as Phoebe and Paul and I and Phoebe's mental and medical health care team believe that access to gender-affirming care and participating in gender-affirming care treatments is beneficial to Phoebe, then we're going to stand up and fight for our rights to access what is safe and can be very effective care.
Right now, especially being trans within our current country, with all the legislation being passed, it's very difficult on a day-to-day basis. The way in which I evaluate situations is very different than a lot of my friends, in which I do have to think about issues like safety and whether or not I'm in a scenario in which I'm okay being who I actually am. And so I have to weigh a lot of things into consideration, no matter where I am, all the time. And right now, especially in Montana, it's been incredibly difficult.
Molly and I, we've spent our careers trying to make Montana a great place to live, trying to protect the environment that we all love, and we would hate to leave it. So we really hope that that's not what we have to do for the best interests of our family, so that we can continue to, have access to this care for Phoebe. And that's not really a choice that we hope that any family has to make. And so we hope that through this lawsuit that, not only do we protect the rights of our family, but for any family that would in the future go through these sorts of issues.
For me, pride really just means being able to express yourself and celebrate who you are. Being queer, especially here in Montana, it can be really hard to feel super proud about your identity, in which it is banning the healthcare that I access on a daily basis and has saved my life personally. Without it, I wouldn't be here, and if I was, I wouldn't be who I am today.